Welcome to my Flosstube channel, Thread the Needle. My name is Vani and I'm from Newfoundland, Canada. So I'd like to say to all my returning viewers, thank you for coming back. And to anyone who is here for the first time, or to all my new subscribers, welcome. This is a channel where I talk about my love of cross stitch, full coverage cross stitch, and I share with you the progress on my multitude of works in progress, or WIPs as we refer to. So I guess we can just jump right into them, shall we? All right. So I have 3 focus pieces, I like to call them, that I work on every week throughout the whole year, so that I make sure that I touch on every one of them because I wanted a significant amount of progress on these 3 specific projects. So the first one I'm going to show you is Ganesha. And in my last video, you guys saw how I had finished the top 2 rows, and I had reached the edge and it was looking great, and I finally got to start on the next row. So here it is. So I got that much done. That's a few hundred stitches there. I think I'm going to continue on with the diagonal cross-country method that I've been using. I really like it. This is done on 22 count 2/1 full cross. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs. Its name is Ganesha, and I just love it. It's one of my favorite pieces, and I've been working on it for a while, but even just with it being my focus piece this last few months, we're in May now, so for the first 4 months, even it being just my focus piece, I can really notice a difference. I've made a lot of progress on it, so I want to keep doing that, and I'm hoping to get even more progress before the year is out. So we're on month 5 now, so hopefully I can continue on this same method of stitching and getting lots of work done on this. So that is my project number 1, and so that's my Ganesha. And for those of you who would like to see what it's going to look like when it's finished, this is what it's going to look like when finished. So it's a lovely piece, so colorful and so much fun to work on. I'm really, really enjoying it. Next up, my second focus piece is a mystery salve that's done by the Cross Country Studio, and they came out this year with a mystery salve that they wanted to offer to everyone, and you could buy in, and every month they would give you a new page. So at first we had no idea what we were working on. And as the months went on, people would guess. And for those of you who don't know, a sal is a stitch along, and obviously a mystery stitch along is a mystery. You have no idea what you're stitching on. And you know what? I'm always, it's fun. The adventure is fun. Some people might be a little nervous to stitch on something that they don't even know what it's going to be. They might be worried that they might not like the finished piece, and they spent so much time on it. So there is that worry, but I'm not worried about it because I'm confident with the quality of work that the Cross Stitch Studio puts out. So I know whatever I like, sure, there is a chance that it's not my taste, but even if it's not mine, I'm sure I can find someone in my family and friends who would really enjoy it. And although, to be quite perfectly honest, I'm pretty sure I'm going to love the end result. So they came out with the next page, but I'm not quite done the current page, so I have a little bit of catching up to do. Not a lot, just a little. So on the last page, I have just to finish up this here. Now, on their Facebook page, they had a little guessing game over the weekend to see if anybody could guess what it was, and I think there was a prize to whoever guessed it. So they were kind enough to offer a nice incentive to anybody who guessed it, and a lot of people did, because a lot of us guessed an owl on a branch, an owl in the tree, all kinds of answers. So as you can see, this is where we are. And then go back far enough. This is the end that I'm working on. And then they came back. And so yes, it was the right answer. I think they called it a sleepy owlet. So maybe it's like a baby owl that's sleeping, I'm guessing. So yeah, so the next page that comes across is right here, and we get to see more of the face of the owl. But I'm super happy. I'm stitching it on 18 count Aida, 2/1 full cross. And as you can see, this is my extra fabric. I know some of you are shouting at the camera and saying, oh my God, how are you stitching that with like nothing at the end? And you know what? I could panic about it. I could abandon the project, but I decided not to. I decided to go with the flow. I'm gonna do it anyway. So I am very close to the edge. I just have maybe 3 rows of Aida left. I just added on some extra fabric just so that I could put it in the Q-snap. When it's done, I'll come up with a creative framing idea. I'll have a chat with my mom, who's a fantastic sewer, to see if she needs to attach any extra stronger material, or I'll just have a chat with the framer and see what she can come up with. We might maybe not put it in a traditional photo frame. We might just put it on like a canvas or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out when the time comes. I'm not stressing about it. Really, I'm just enjoying the stitch, and it's so much fun. So that is focus project piece number 2. Okay, so I can't show you what it's going to look like because I don't know, right? Next focus piece is still in my lap stand frame because it's in a good position and I didn't really want to move it. So this is my lap stand, and I find especially with large pieces and small counts, stitching 2-hand is so much more convenient and comfortable for me. The smaller ones, the ones that I can hold in one hand, that's not too much of a strain on my wrist, I'm comfortably stitching fast enough with just one hand going above and underneath the project. But when it comes to big pieces like this, I prefer the double-handed stitch. So you can see I completed another diagonal column, row, whatever you want to call it. And the page ends like right here where those grid dots are. So I decided instead of continuously going down in a diagonal, I'll end up with, just on and on and on. I decided to stop it where this is and then end each diagonal row in a point like this. So across the top row of all the pages, you'll notice a zigzag effect here. So I thought I'd give it a go. But this is my third focus piece. It is Siamese Fish, and it is stitched 2/1 full cross. It is by an Etsy designer, One Stipple 2 Stitch. Anita is fantastic, really, really nice. And she wanted me to stitch this with her, and I couldn't say no. It's gorgeous. Let me show you what the finished piece is going to look like. Oopsie. Sorry about that. Okay, all right, we're back to normal. So that one is going to look like this. It's really, really fun. I'm only right here in this tiny little corner up here. I think the eyes are gonna come fairly soon. Anita assures me that soon I'll be getting to the spot where I can use some of her specialty threads that she so ever so kindly gave me. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, let's see. So I got through all of my focus pieces. The next one I'm going to talk to you is about the new start that I had maybe a couple weeks ago. I started the new start because I had finished my Christmas presents one, and I decided to do, it's called Mini Opening Night, and I have a picture of the finished piece of that one as well. A lovely, lovely piece. It is so, so, so pretty. I'm really enjoying it. I'm stitching it on 18 count 2/1 full cross. by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I also wanted to show you some really cool little project bag holders that I got. They're these little vinyl pouches, and they're like triangle shaped, and they have this zipper hold on the top, and it's really great. I actually bought some foam core so that I could wrap the project around it and put it in so it stands up straight, and then I can stand up all of my project bag holders in my shelf, and I could see all my pretties. So this one is Mini Opening Night by, I'm not sure who it is, but all the information will be in my description. So this is how much I've gotten so far. So of course I'm starting in the top left-hand corner. So there is a lot of unstitched space around because of the cloud effect on the piece itself. So it's a lot of fun. I decided to use this gorgeous piece of, oh, sorry, that's sideways. This is the correct way. I was gonna say, I was like, oh no, gosh, I'm gonna run out of material if I did it that way, but no, it's this way. That makes more sense. Had a tiny little panic attack there, but this is the way it's supposed to be. So I'm stitching on the diagonal. I've got this much done, so you can, I'll show you a little bit close up, right here. And it's super fun to stitch. I'm actually stitching this along with Sarah. She's on Instagram at Stars Hollow Stitcher. She loved it as much as I did when I told everyone on Instagram that I was going to stitch this, and she said she loved it too and that she wanted to stitch with me. So we're doing it, and we have a hashtag going for it. We're calling it our hashtag on needlepoint Sal. So those of you who know ballet dancers, they dance on point. So we decided to call it on needlepoint Sal. So if anyone who wants to join us with this opening night piece or any kind of dance piece, you're welcome to join us. Find us on Instagram. All right, so that's done, that's done, that's done. Lastly, well, not lastly, I am very, very close to a finish on this piece, and it's very exciting. It's QS Peridot in my Birthstone series by Amy Stewart, and I just have this tiny little corner to fill in right here. Very, very excited. You guys, I mean, I just love the detail in this, and just the way that they have charted it, though, so that it just gives different aspects a lot of different dimensions, and full coverage can surprise you like that, which is why I love it so, so, so much. So I don't have very much to go, just this area right here. So I'm doing this on 22 count, full coverage, full cross. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's part of the 12 Birthstone series that I'm doing, and I think this is the third birthstone that I'm working on, and I'm excited to pick the next one. But I think I'll start the next new one because this shouldn't take me very long technically to finish this, but I do have all my May stitching going on that I'm going to talk about next. But hopefully if I can just, find a bit of time here and there to finish this, then I can put this one away and I'm ready to start the next birthstone, which I will save until starting in June, because I have enough new starts coming up in May. So I'm aiming for a June new start birthstone. Super excited about that. Okay, so my last work in progress that I'm going to share with you is part of my May stitching. So when we refer to May stitching in the cross stitching world or the crafting world, it's referred to by many names. The most commonly used term is mania or stitch mania, and the word mania can be difficult for those dealing with any kind of mental health illnesses. So there are a few people online who wanted to think of it as a different way. So I'm going to call it my May stitching month, and I've got a few new starts lined up, which is super exciting. And there are a few others on Instagram and in this community, the stitching community, who decide to call it May fly stitching. So apparently the mayfly flies around from one thing to another without settling on one. And like, doesn't that just sound just like me? Because I have so many works in progress, I flit around from one project to the next. So that fit me perfectly. So I am doing a mayfly May stitch. So I have decided that I would do one new start per week in the month of May. And just for fun on Instagram, if you guys don't follow me, please follow me on Instagram. I give as many updates as I can manage. So every time I pick up a new rotation piece, I will update a post on it to give you an update on how I'm doing. So on there, I gave a little sneak peek on what my first new start for May stitching was going to be. And it's funny, one of my friends on Instagram, Leann, she's fantastic. She commented on it and she said, she guessed it correctly that it was Mini Little Dreamer's Tree by Heaven and Earth Designs. Right here, there we go, right here. And she guessed it correctly, and I said, and I said, congratulations. She said, you know, I actually have that and I love it. And I said, well, you should do it with me. And she was like, okay. So the two of us, Leann and myself, are going to be doing this start as one of our new starts. I've started it now. I think she has it planned to start a little bit later. And on Instagram, if you want to find her, and on YouTube, she's Small Town Stitches. And she is very, very fun to watch on YouTube. And I just have this stitching kinship with her. I find that we have a lot of things in common. Her likes with regards to stitching is full coverage, which is me. And she also likes Quaker designs. The ones that she has selected are absolutely beautiful, and I live vicariously through her because it's not my style, but I love watching people stitch on them. And she is also, her other craft that she loves to do is crocheting, and she crochets like a boss. You have got to see the projects that she's working on. It is fantastic. So check out her. That's Leann, Small Town Stitches. And another floss tuber that I thought I would give a shout out to, she is really, really sweet. Her name is Nina, and I think her YouTube is Flosstube, is Nina Hobby Site. I'll link all of these below in my description, but she is just so sweet, and she's working on the fantastic projects. She's got full coverage pieces, she's got non-full coverage pieces, and she's also a fantastic knitter. So it always brings me joy to watch all these crafters who are just so talented, not just in stitching, but in knitting, in sewing, in crocheting, in all these different crafts. My craft of choice is cross stitch, obviously. I dabble a tiny bit in knitting. I think one of these days I'll go back to showing you a little bit of my knitting. I'm just not confident in it, which is why I don't show very much of it. But I love catching up on all these floss tubers and them sharing what they love to do, and I love watching. Which, isn't that why we're all here? To share in the stitching community. So I love it. So yes, so that is what I am working on. So that was Little Dreamer's Tree by Heaven and Earth Designs. Amy Stewart, I believe, is the artist. And here is my tiny, tiny little start. So that's just the top row here, stitched all the way. This is the full width of the project. This is how wide it is. It is very, 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 very long, but this is all wide. It is. So it's a super, super duper fun stitch. Now this is only one day of stitching. I started on May 1st as my first project, but the first week of May was kind of a weird one because it crossed over into the previous one, because I think May 1st was like I want to say, I don't know, Friday or Saturday, but yes, Saturday. So I'm still going to continue my focus pieces during the month of May, even though I have a new start every week. But my Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is still going to be dedicated to my regular focus pieces of the year, and the rest of the week I'll be stitching on the new project of the week. So it happens to be this one, but because May started on Saturday, this one got like one extra day. So I'll be working on this one Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I might do Saturday, or I might start the next one. I think every Saturday I'll start the new one, then pick up my focus pieces, then go back to the new project of the week. I'm going to keep the other focus pieces, the other new starts in my May stitching a surprise. I will probably post some clues on Instagram to just, kind of get the curiosity going to see what I'm going to be working on. Just know that I love every single one that I have selected. It's going to be so much fun. And yeah, I can't wait. I love new starts, and I love having so many different projects to work on. I just love the variety. Can't say it enough. Love the variety. Love it, love it, love it. And let's see. So I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover in this time. It's going to be so exciting. I think in my next video, I'll have 2 new starts to show you. So that is going to be so much fun. I think, yeah, the way that it falls, we should have lots of fun with that. Now, what I wanted to do was, let's see. So next, what I really wanted to talk about was to say thank you to all of you. I have reached 1,000 subscribers, and it's all because of you, because you guys have come by, stopped at my channel, given me a like and subscribed, and helped me reach this milestone with my floss tubes. And I couldn't be more thankful. When I started this, it was in the middle of last year. It was a few months into the pandemic in 2020, and I needed an outlet. I needed a way to share my love for cross stitch. My family, my husband, they're all great. They love what I do, but they don't have the same passion that other stitchers do. And Flosstube has given me an outlet to share, and I love hearing from you guys that you like what I'm showing, you like my works and progresses, you like all my projects. It is so nice to connect with a community of people who like the same thing that I like. And to celebrate that, I would like to offer you guys out there, as a thank you, a small prize to show my appreciation for you, my viewers. And I would like to offer, as part of my love for full coverage cross stitch, I want to celebrate it, and I want to share with you my love of full coverage. So I would like to gift 2 full coverage cross stitch projects from Heaven and Earth Designs, either a QS size, an SK size, or a mini. So whoever wins, you get to select whichever project you want. And I thought I'd start with 1 giveaway. This is my first giveaway, and I thought, let's not go overboard. But the fact is, I don't have to mail it anywhere. So why not give away 2? So all you have to do is leave a comment on this video. So I usually post a video every 2 weeks. So I will take into account all comments up until May 16th, 2021. And in your comment, tell me about why you like watching, what it is about what I show that you like. And I need you to include the words full coverage, because that's what we're here for. So I want you to include the words full coverage and leave me a comment, and I will select 2 winners from all of you. You get to decide which chart you want, either a QS, a mini, or an SK. Those are the sizes, types of sizes of projects. So we're not talking about a massive project. We're talking about a doable project. It's something that I think we can manage, whether you are a seasoned stitcher or a beginner. I think we can manage it. And I want to promote the love of full coverage cross stitch. So just remember, don't use the words giveaway or prize or free or anything like that, because I only want people who love cross stitch, who do cross stitch, who are here for the right reasons to be able to use this opportunity. If you do by accident use any of those words, I will have to delete your comment, because we don't want anybody coming here just to get a giveaway and then it be wasted on them because they have no idea what to do with it. So once I have selected the names, if you do it by May 16th, that is the day before I film. So I will have put all the comments through the random comment picker, and I'll pick 2 names, and I'll be able to announce the winner on my next video. So exciting. I'm just so excited that you guys are here with me every time I put out another video, and you're so kind, and I love you guys so much. And as always, happy stitching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Happy stitching. Stay safe. Bye now.